Welcome, my friends, back to Marvel Snap. We have an enormous news dump from the developers, the first roadmap update of the year of our Lord 2023. Free cards every single season, updates to matchmaking, ranked modes, and even brand new game modes that we previously didn't know the devs were working on. And these game modes are coming out just around the corner. Let's break everything down. We're going to look high level here at the roadmap at first, and then we're going to dive into all the details that we have received. We got a ton of details, especially on everything in the coming soon category. These are things that they are ready to go. They're talking release dates already, some elements coming in June, some coming a little bit later, and some even coming in the patch next week. Ooh, it is so exciting here. But to be able to cover the rest of things for completeness sake in development, this area we really didn't get any new information on and is relatively unchanged from previous roadmaps. The PC widescreen UI, this one just been waiting out forever as a content creator. I'm really hungry for it to be able to have a much more readable screen zone for my videos, but for most people are playing on mobile, and the mobile experience is excellent. Smart decks are going to AI complete your deck for you based on however many cards you have. They're going to add cards from your collection based on what the developers say have good synergies. I think this is actually going to be wonderful for improving the casual experience, which can be a huge barrier of entry in any kind of deck builder, so the smart decks are going to be great. Avatars and titles by deck, this is just going to be a user interface update that's going to be quite nice though. Personalized shop, they're going to give you bundles and variant offers based on what you play yourself more often. It's going to be nice, but not a huge groundbreaking revelation for us. And then global matchmaking, this is already true in friendly battles and battle mode. Why it hasn't been flipped into the general ranked mode, I'm not sure. They must be on some kind of hang-up, but I hope that we get it soon so that the player base is not segregated based on region. And then in concept, always very interesting to be looking farther off down the road, but it is far down the road. Now, these are things that they haven't even started to code or put together. They're just trying to piece together what these things should look like. They're things that they want to spend time on in the future. The team has shown that they are willing to fast track some items, especially with this new competitive mode, Conquest, that is in the coming soon category, and previously we hadn't heard anything about, but I do think that these are a ways away. Guilds and social systems, ooh, whatever they do here, I'm very excited for. Join up on Team Teddy once we have this in the game. PC controller support, sure, that would be nice. Seasonal audio, I love the idea that we could get some more audio variation. The bass music is a banger, it's a bop, but just a little bit more variety is always quite nice. Mythic variants, so yet a higher tier of rarity on the card art. I personally don't care about this, but I'm sure that it will be beautiful. Collectible emotes and card emojis, very nice. Test deck mode. This is replacing unranked mode. They want you to be able to just drop in and play your deck with no stakes up against AI rather than trying to implement the unranked mode. Unsure exactly why they're making this alteration, but that's what they want to have. And if you guys want to be able to help shape how these concepts are realized in the game, head over to your app, news section down in the corner. They have a survey going on right now. The developers have been very responsive to player feedback in the past, and they have a number of questions about elements like this and how you would most want to see them realized in Snap. So if you want to be able to have a hand in shaping the future of Snap, head over to that survey right now and fill it out. It is always exciting, especially because the developers have been so receptive in the past to feel like these surveys do have an impact. And now let's get into the really fun stuff, the stuff that is right out around the corner, our coming soon category. And we're going to flip over to the Discord. What is coming up next? We have the new competitive game mode, Conquest. It looks amazing. It's a gauntlet-style format of competitive play in battle mode, card acquisition improvements, token shop revamp, ranked mode improvements, and an infinite rank revamp. These are things that the community has been absolutely clamoring for. Well, with the outside of Conquest, but Conquest sounds incredible, so I'm very glad that they are fast-tracking this as well. What is Conquest? It is going to be incredible. What they have here just sounds amazing to me. This is going to be a in-app tournament/league play connected to the friendly battle mode. When you queue up within Conquest, you're going to be matched into a friendly battle against a random opponent just thrown into the queue up against somebody in your same league. So they have a breakdown of 6 different leagues, 6 different levels of competition. To be able to win your league, you have to win the gauntlet 3 matches in a row. Then you're going to be considered to have won your league, and you'll be given a ticket to enter into a higher league. So you can progress from the proving rounds, bronze, silver, gold, vibranium, and then to infinite. Infinite Conquest win. I'm calling it now. This is going to be the highest level, the pinnacle of bragging rights within competitive Snap for quite a while until we get, excluding a major third-party tournament victory, of course, but just within the app, native competition of what you can queue up for without anything outside of the app organizational-wise, this is the top. Because every single level up, you have to win your gauntlet, your 3 matches in a row. Anytime you lose, your ticket is spent, okay? The grind here is going to be insane. I quickly asked for clarification in their FAQ, and shout out to my Discord, people jumping in to be able to upvote to get this more attention and exact explicit clarification from the devs. When you spend a ticket, it is actually spent. When you unlock a higher league, it's not unlocked for the entire season. It's only unlocked with that one ticket. So if I lose my gold league, I win 2 matches and I lose my 3rd, I have to start over in the proving grounds to win tickets to be able to work my way back up. So you can see the response of people wanting the clarification of my question, and you can see the response from people here. Oh, the grind is going to be insane because remember, this is a six-tiered league starting from, as we make it back, starting from proving grounds, no tickets required. This is always open. Bronze, silver, gold, vibranium, and then infinite. Ooh, this is crazy. I think that making infinite in ranked mode, the normal ranked mode, is possible for anyone as long as you are very cagey in how you retreat and as long as you play a decent amount. I think that it is attainable for anyone. Not anyone is going to be able to make infinite in the Conquest mode. Also, there is no comments about brackets of collection level or MMR within this mode. I think this is going to be truly open. And if you have a smaller collection level, you could actually feel yourself be significantly punished. But the battles are only for cosmetics, and the rewards for cosmetics are coming just from competing, not necessarily winning tickets at the higher levels. So you will still be able to enjoy the cosmetic and the reward structure that they're putting out around here, even if you still have to wait to be able to inflate your collection level and expand your card catalog to feel like you have the most even footing of competing at the highest league level. Yes, here we are. The clarification is each victory grants medals that can be used for Conquest Shop, a new section in the shop to unlock exclusive rewards. There's a brand new Conquest Shop every season, new cosmetics, including a seasonal exclusive variant that can only be unlocked in the Conquest Shop. This is what's going to encourage people to at least interface with this to make sure that you still get a match up against somebody. There's going to be lots of people looking to be able to play enough to be able to unlock this exclusive cosmetic every single season, and I am really looking forward to how this shakes out. It is releasing in June. Pretty quick with the way this year has been flying by, but honestly, it can't come soon enough for me. I can't wait to be able to stream the Conquest mode grind. I feel like it's going to be great content to be able to watch, hop in, cheer for Teddy as he's up fighting, trying to battle up in Vibranium, but then he loses and we have to fall back and we change the deck around and we're hitting other players consistently, etc., etc. People in chat are trying to spam it as well, get in there on the action. Really looking forward to how this comes together, and I can't wait. Token Shop revamp. I think the Token Shop was a great idea, but it was executed in a way that it left a lot of people feeling very discouraged. You only get one card every 8 hours to be able to choose from. You also have variants, just card variants that are choking up the shop. Is not necessarily giving you the cards that you want. You have to wait a while. The collection token acquisition is so incredibly slow that you're not able to actually interface with the shop very often. A number of issues here, but they are doing a full revamp here, and this is coming in the April patch. This is right around the corner. The shop is going to be trisected. Trisected has to be a word, right? Trisected. You're going to have your weekly spotlight. The brand new Series 5 card is going to be sitting in that weekly spotlight. You will be able to guaranteed pick up that new card for the entire first week of their release, and then it will be replaced once a new card is entering that area. If you make the purchase, it will get hidden so it's not cluttering up your shop, but this is a way you can guarantee to be able to get the newest toys as soon as they release if you are on the very cutting edge, or if you are just targeting your tokens to be able to pick up something shiny new that you're really excited about. You can make sure that you get it. Then Series 4 and Series 5. This is going to stay the way, effectively, this is the current shop. The current shop is still going to be here. It is still going to rotate. It's going to be looking at the cards that you don't own, and it's going to be Series 4 and it's going to be Series 5. So it looks like they're actually cutting Series 3 because they're going to be giving you Series 3 for free. We'll talk about that in a second. And then you're going to have the cosmetic side of the ultimate variants split on the side on their own separate rotation. Thank goodness. So that now when there's a card that you really want and you're like, oh, Namor, yeah, I'm not spending 5,000 tokens on Namor. I hope that we ultimately get other ways to get ultimate variants, but we'll see how that ends up shaking out. Overall, very happy with this progression for the shop when it's paired with what we see later on of the faster token acquisition and the free way that you're going to be getting Series 3 cards. Ranked mode improvements. This has become a really hot topic in the community, and here I'm going to be bouncing in between talking about what the updates are and what the current problems are that these are fixing, and if anything is still going to be unfixed. I'm actually very happy with the direction that this is taking. So the problem right now is that there are complaints on the either side of the matchmaking. You have people that are really struggling to be able to make it up to Infinite. They're playing players just right out the gates who are Infinite up against them. They're playing players with better cards, more of the meta decks, and they're just smashing them, so the climb can be very hard. The reset of 30 ranks every single season can be exhausting to be able to climb against, and it can just be very discouraging as you hover at the same rank or even move backwards gradually on a tilt if you're not able to build the exact meta deck that everybody else is building as well. And then on the flip side, the grind lords, the super competitive players, they get up into a point where the game cannot quickly find them a match, and then it just throws them against a bot, and that further snowballs their win rating out of control, so that they really don't play many human players at all. They're just playing bots, and that's not the experience that they are looking for either. So this is looking to be able to tailor things, bring them in together. We have a new matchmaking algorithm. This is going to prevent players from matching against an opponent more than 30 ranks away. Beautiful. So if you on the season reset got put down to 30, then you're guaranteed not to play anyone that is beyond rank 60 already. It's putting you into more of a ranked bracket. You were also, and I jump down here, guaranteed never to play an Infinite player unless you are Infinite yourself. Infinite players will play other Infinite players only. When you're still on the climb, you will play other people on the climb only, which I think is a beautiful, beautiful alteration. This means that when you're at rank 90, the rank 100 player could still be in your rank bracket, but because they're Infinite, they're not going to battle you. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Then we have the Infinite MMR floor. All right, here we go. Breakdown here. MMR is your matchmaking rating. The game is giving you a number based on how competitive a player it thinks you are. We don't know the exact detail of how this number is created. It's looking at strength of opponent. It's looking at your recent performance, win-loss. It could be looking at cube gain as well, but I think it is exclusively win-loss. I shouldn't speculate as to what it is, but they're giving you a number as to how strong, how competitive of a player it thinks you are, and then it's trying to match you up against players of equal skill. It could be abused in the past because as soon as you hit Infinite, you could just throw games. For the rest of the season, it wouldn't hurt your cubes, it wouldn't hurt your cosmetic or resource rewards, but it would bring your MMR way down so that on the season reset, you're effectively smurfing and you're playing up against what the game sees as much less competitive players, while you yourself have just been sandbagging for half a season, and that was making for a terrible experience for people right on the season reset. This Infinite MMR floor means that it's going to take a snapshot of how competitive the game thinks you are right as you hit Infinite, and then that MMR will no longer be able to decay if you then throw games or lose matches post-Infinite, meaning that when the season resets, you're going to be back at how competitive the game thought you were when you made Infinite on the previous season. Now, you can still bring your MMR up if you're somebody who's trying to be very competitive and build up to a really high MMR, but you will not be able to bring it down lower by sandbagging. We don't have a release date for this revamp yet, but we are getting the famous hearing from them soon TM. Card acquisition improvements, and this is coming in our next patch, which my understanding is just next week. So this is right around the corner. We are getting more tokens and choose your card. Oh, I'm so excited about both of these. More tokens, more collector tokens. It's going to be more collector tokens for everybody, but it is mostly more collector tokens if you are still in Series 3. The way the set works right now is that you get dramatically more collector tokens once you have completed Series 3, because when you open a cache, and if you're Series 3 complete, if you pull the odds, if you roll the dice and the dice say you would have gotten a Series 3 card, they give you 200 to 600 tokens instead. And then the base odds of getting tokens is just 100 tokens. So as you're still collecting through Series 3, you're only opening these bouts of 100 tokens each. It's a very piecemeal, incredibly slow, very frustrating for a lot of players because they're not able to interface with the token shop very often. Now they're flipping it. The normal chance of getting tokens is the 200 to 600, and the chance of once you're Series 3 complete, the tokens that you get compensated if you would have opened a card is just going to be the 100 tokens. Now, based on the exact statistics of the caches, it means that it is going to be slightly more tokens for everybody because it was slightly more likely to get the tokens than the Series 3 card before, but in general, the quality of life improvement is mostly for people who are still in Series 3, and their acquisition is going to be much, much faster. They are saying an increase of 4x for players who have not yet completed Series 3. If you have completed Series 3, your progression will be largely the same. That's the boat that I'm in, and that's the boat that I think a lot of you guys are in as well. To further accelerate progress through Series 3, you're getting to choose your card. Series 3 cards now have their own section in the shop, and once per season, a player who has not completed Series 3 will be able to claim one free Series 3 card to help them fill out their favorite deck, take a step closer to completing their collection. And so now they want you to save your tokens just to interface with Series 5 and Series 4, and they want Series 3 to be able to still be a rapid acquisition. Not as fast as you clean through Series 1 and 2, but much faster than before. I love this alteration. I love it, I love it, I love it. It remains to be seen exactly how the one free Series card a season works and how that's going to work around the series drop. Does that mean that as soon as cards drop, I will be able to claim the free S3 card just to help slightly improve my token acquisition when I'm up on the collection track? Remains to be seen, but I'm still very happy for this change. Infinite rank revamp. This is for the grind lords. This is for the tryhards. So right now, once you hit infinite, anything beyond that really doesn't matter in terms of the game. There have been some content creators who advertise really high ranks of like 400 to be at the very competitive levels, attracting people to watch the high level gameplay there. I even heard that there was a psycho who reached rank 1000 in a single season, which still boggles my mind. I believe that they were able to get into a point where they were mostly just playing bots and shot up throughout an entire season to see how high they could go. Incredible to me. But now there's going to be something more to battle for. You're going to be given a skill rating score. This is, I believe, really going to be showing your MMR as a number. It's similar to your matchmaking. They're saying it's similar, but not exactly the same. They still don't want to tell us exactly how the sausage is made. You will be able to see how your skill rating score changes after each match. And my understanding is that beating a very high-ranked opponent is going to be worth more, losing to a low-ranked opponent is going to hurt you more, etc. And this is going to be your number. This is going to be the coveted ranking. This is your win rate, etc. But it's weighted based on some other factors. And then they're going to use this and they're going to stack it up on a leaderboard rank. So you'll be able to see, you're going to have this worldwide comparison of the skill rating score to be able to have top 1 in the world, top 10 in the world, top 100 in the world. How attainable it really is going to be to crack onto this leaderboard remains to be seen. Hopefully the alterations to the matchmaking can pair along with this to make this a true point of bragging rights, a great comparison of skill between players, and not just somebody who outran the matchmaking algorithm and then only got to play against bots. I'm really looking forward to what this looks like and how high we here at the channel are going to be able to climb to. We'll see where we can fall on that leaderboard. Again, we are getting the classic soon TM on this one, but within this category of the roadmap, we know that a release is within the near future. So there is our development roadmap breakdown. I'm incredibly excited for what is to come in the future of the game. I'd love to hear down in the comments, what features are you most excited about? Is there something that you feel like is being left out that could really benefit the community, but the developers don't seem to be talking about or working on? The most exciting thing for me is definitely the new competitive mode Conquest. I think that stream and video content around Conquest matches and different level ups is going to be very fun to watch, and also very fun and frustrating to play, and that's just going to be part of the appeal. Till next time, thank you guys for watching. Keep on snapping.